Well, a very good afternoon on the 7th of January 26, and it's been a winter all right so far. Marvellous. Unfortunately, I've not managed to get out too much, not as much as I'd like because of the conditions, but that's just something I've got to deal with. But I thought to myself, well, look, yes, much to the, well, probably much to the disapproval of the neighbours and anyone passing, like the postman or whatnot. Probably, what the hell has he still got his Christmas tree up for? Well, I thought to myself, I bought that on the 11th of 11th of December. Come on, Andy. The 11th of December I purchased that. I thought, well, I may as well get good value out of it because the needles have not even begun to drop. And I know there's, in some quarters people say, it's very unlucky to keep your tree up. Well, who says so? Really? It's just an old wives' tale. It brightens my house in the evening during the dark winter nights. I've yet to have any sort of special squad that comes chapping at your door after the 4th of January saying, have you still got your Christmas tree up? Yes. Can you take it down, please? It's past the festive period. Can you take it down? You'll be issued with a fine if you don't. Oh, all right then, I'll get that sorted immediately. We'll be back tomorrow to check. No, I want to keep it up. I'll keep it up as long as I can. In fact, I think it was 2 years ago, I think I kept it up. Was it 2 years ago, Andy? 23, I think it was. I kept it up until about February. And it's such a beautiful tree. And the lights actually, if you wanted to, you can make them flicker away, but I don't like flickering lights. I just like it the way it is. So it brought me to my thoughts about the festive period itself and all the calamity that involves for most people. In fact, it's very stressful for an awful lot of people. A lot of people get very depressed at Christmas and very switched off with the whole idea because it's rammed down your throat and not as it intended to celebrate the birth of Lord Jesus Christ, but it's all consumerism and, spend as much as you can, be in debt for the rest of the year. Well, for 2 years maybe. So I thought to myself about the tree. It's just a very, very sweet corner piece for the property. So I'll make a decision when I take it down, but it won't be tonight. And I think overall, perhaps the neighbours will be thinking I'm getting my own back because some of them put the decorations up in November. But I think this year what's happened over this festive period, I think they've taken note. And I think that's been helped by the fact that I typed up a little, not extensive wordage, but I typed up a little message and I printed off these little leaflets and I popped them through just about all the neighbours' doors, and just a little reminder that Christmas is coming and the festive period. But can I just ask that you don't, if you don't mind, I think I put in brackets, start the the celebrations just too early, you know. And I think I put it in such a fashion that I'd mentioned that, you know, one of the neighbours had put them up on the 19th of November, which I thought was a bit early. So I can't remember exact wording I used. Obviously, it's been some time now since I sent it out, and I do have my seasonal affective disorder today. But I think it was. In fact, I think there's about three neighbours didn't bother putting up any decorations. I think they took the half. It's a bit of a pain, you know, coming home in late November and seeing these flashing bloody lights outside someone's house. It's actually quite annoying. So I think to myself that the festivities are over. And the first thing I notice, first observation is how rude people can be just a few days after Christmas and New Year. You know, the sorts of people that if they meet you on Christmas Eve, hello there, everything all right, have a nice Christmas, have a great time, will you? And then you meet them about you know, the 6th of January and like they walk straight past you. And most people in the supermarkets got long faces come January, and hardly a cheerful word for anybody. Even people that hug me at your New Year celebrations, giving you great big hugs and kissing you and shaking your hand and have a great New Year, have a great time, you know. And for Auld Lang Syne, you know, and then about a week later, the bloody, you know, look at you as if they look at you as if you've got horns growing from your head or something. Across the bloody street, get away from you. People are very odd during the festive period. They're not. And I've always been a great believer that Christmas is the wrong time of year. I do. I think December is not a great time for Christmas. Well, people have got lots of bills to pay, and tax returns are due the following month, and I think also that people are trying to budget for high fuel use. It's still the early part of the winter, and they're not sure what their utility bills are going to be or whatnot. And I think this is a problem for an awful lot of people. That they just splash out for Christmas and then sit freezing for most of the month of January and February, going hungry as well. It's very sad when you think about it. All because they're forced to, you know, spend a little bit extra of their cash on things that they probably don't need, and only realise that when they get the credit card bill through. I wish to heck I hadn't brought my grandfather that cardigan or cufflinks. Yeah, so I wish I hadn't bought Granny slippers that could have got a bag of coal. That sort of thing. In fact, I think I got cufflinks once as a young man. I thought, what a bloody waste of money that is. A sort of Christmas present that you smile, you're in a very people-pleasing mood, and you say, oh, thank you, just what I needed. And they end up in the, you know, the corner of the drawer for a lifetime. I don't think many people wear cufflinks now, sadly, or cravats. I was looking back there at some of my, I might actually put up a load about this, but I was looking at some of the photographs of myself back in the early 80s, rather spiffing with my dressage. I remember dressing like that all the time. I wore a hat and a waistcoat and generally had a tie on. Of course, it's a time of, you know, the, what do you call it, Annie? Oh, your brain. Of course, there's always that very familiar sort of greeting you get, after the festive period. Did you have a nice Christmas? It's the same old answer. Yes, it was very quiet, but yes, very enjoyable. Thank you for asking. It's always very quiet, isn't it? It's never, it was bloody hectic. In fact, it was so hectic that I kind of take a 6-month break. I need a sabbatical. It was absolutely heaving and jiving. Because I think I'm right in thinking that Samaritans, which do a very good job, of course, although they blocked my number for some reason, I don't know why. But the Samaritans, I think their busiest time is during the festive period. And it's not because people are any more lowly than they normally are. It's just that they get very sort of hepped up about family members visiting, and they don't want it. You can't be bothered with it. And it seems very strange, but it's true. A time of family is the very time you don't want them fucking near your door. Oh, I'm busy enjoying Christmas. Can you piss off and come back next year, please? Oh, no, I don't like to sound this way, but no, I'm enjoying my trifle. I want to eat it in peace. Can I see you maybe on the 4th of February or something? Yeah. Come back on 4th of February. We'll see you then. Bye. And of course, the middle classes, I mean, they really go to town, don't they? It's a real splash of cash for the middle classes during the Christmas period. You've got to have everything. They've got to have something. Everything's got to be like a Delia Smith cookery lesson in the kitchen, and it's got to be some sort of illusionary thing about how Christmas should be. They tend to do this, not based on their own experiences, but more based on how they think it should be, as they've been told through the media and television programs. It's quite sad, actually, how many people fall for it. What are you having for Christmas dinner? Oh, we're having mince and chatties. I don't know what that is. You should try it sometime. It's delicious. And of course, there's always this New Year episode that, well, I have to say that, family home, my mother was very good with that, actually. She would make up all these cocktail sticks with pickles and cheeses and gherkins and well, just a lovely spread and shortbreads and cake. Proper cake, not bloody that stuff you buy nowadays. She used to make it. And she used to make the bloody thing in October, I think it was, and stick it in a cupboard. And it was under strict instructions not to go near it at all. But it was worth it because, yes, there's huge amounts of cake and shortbread and crisps and nuts and all that sort of stuff. But I did like the spread my mother made at New Year. She was very, very attentive with that. But what I'm saying is that there's a sort of over-the-top approach that some middle-class families and households do with Christmas and New Year festivities. Although I'm starting to think it may be less so. Not because they've become less less inclined to enjoy it. It's just the middle classes are very, very much struggling now. They are. Council tax has killed the middle class budget, and also the increases for everything. And it's their own fault for going by and I've mentioned before that if you just apply some logic to the situation, rather than race out and buy a bloody electric vehicle because it looks good, for Harry and Cynthia or something, I see you've got the new make and model of the such and such. Oh, it is an EV. I thought much as much. Yes, we thought we'd do that. Could be cheap for that, Well, no, but we've set aside a budget for the new car. We do that every couple of years, so it's not a problem. But of course, it is a problem. Bloody hundreds of thousands of pounds in debt, and bloody secured loans, and then they'll phone up their auntie or something, or the great auntie, or the great, great uncle or grandmother or something, and say, funds are low. Oh dear, what's happened? Oh, we bought an electric vehicle. Oh dear, did you really have to? Well, we thought we were going to save the planet. Well, what are we talking about? We're actually almost to the point of repossession of the property. We need £35,000 by the end of the week. I'll do a bank transfer, banker's draft. Yeah, okay. Can I just say, please, Hilary, can you make this the last time? Please, you have to really take account of take a responsibility for your money management. Yeah, we do, but we wanted to have a great time at Christmas, of course, as well. How much did that cost you? Well, it's all right, it's on credit card. How much? Well, we only spent about, how much was it? Just under £7,500. Well, I suppose that's not too bad, is it? Yeah, well, my tree here is, well, it's all bought and paid for. And that's my television. That's been my television for the whole of Christmas. Just staring at the tree and talking to it. Yes, it's a absolutely beautiful tree. So I'm not taking it down, and I know that there's comments from passing foot traffic. People look across into the window and they say, that chap down there, that odd chap. Oh yes, what about him? He's still got his Christmas tree up. Really? Yes. Goodness me, 7th of January, and he's still got his... Well, he doesn't have it on, does he? Switched on. Lights. Yes, he does. For goodness sake, maybe he's forgotten when Christmas is. Maybe he's quite ill and he's not realised that we're into January, not the start of December. Maybe there's something wrong with him. Of course, everybody's, well, at least the shops now are all getting geared up for Easter. So Easter eggs will be starting to line the shelves. And then bloody all the summer stuff and Halloween, it goes on and on and on. Can't stand it. I really can't stand it. I avoid all shops. I've not been to supermarkets. Crikey. I've been in the local cooperative, of course, but I've not been to like the Berth or Tesco for bloody ages. I refuse to go into the shop. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I hate the way they rip people off. I do. Even the cheap brands, you think you're saving a few pennies, but you're bloody paying for complete muck. Yes, I'm trying my best to avoid all supermarkets this year completely. I've had enough of them. I think if most people on the journey from the kitchen to the recycle bin, or at least pop their head into the recycle bin and just see how much bloody stuff is in there, and then price it up and think, what on earth did I spend all that money for? And why is it all sitting in the bin?